Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Amber McIntosh. Amber, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am fantastic, doing pretty good myself. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Love this show.
Thank you so much. The pleasure's all mine. So why don't we start by telling everyone a little bit about you and how you got started in music?
Yeah, sure. So I am a country singer and I'm singer-songwriter. I'm based in far north Queensland in Australia. So this is my hometown. I spent a little bit of time on the road touring around and playing music as well, mainly just obviously around the coast of Australia and in West. I have been songwriting for oh, as long as I can remember. The moment I could put a pen to paper, I think. And I've been playing guitar since I was about 13, and I just haven't really stopped, obviously.
Fantastic, fantastic. Is there something in particular that you love about music, Amber?
Oh, yeah. I think I love the way music is so therapeutic for everybody, listening and writing, or I know for me personally, I find songwriting has helped me overcome some massive hurdles in my life. I really don't know where I would be without it. But even for those who like don't write, there's always something special about the way music can ignite passion and all different emotions and like give you a real connection to the listener. So I feel like that's my favorite thing about music. Just yeah.
I agree. I agree. Music has its own power to make somebody's day better, and it's just great how music can do so much for us in the mind, the
Yeah,
soul, the body, everything.
absolutely. And like there's always a song for someone. And I think that that's really important. Even
Oh,
if you're just the
absolutely.
one person that listens to that song, if it connects to you, I think that's amazing.
Couldn't agree more with that. If you had the opportunity to duet or collaboration with any singer, Amber, who would you choose and why?
Oh, how could I choose just one? Um, no, there's just so many like amazing, inspiring artists out there. And not even just the already established and famous ones, but even the artists that are just starting to kind of break into the industry are just fantastic. But look, if I had to choose, I'd probably go with one of my biggest influences at the moment, Morgan Wallen. I think he is a crazy talented like lyricist and just such a crazy, creative mind. That would be my choice. Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. So why don't you tell us about any upcoming projects or singles or anything like that for you?
Yeah, totally. So at the moment, I have just released a song. Actually, it was on the 29th of July. So my latest single is Lost With Me. But we're recording some new stuff. I'm recording an album as well. So we've got a couple of singles that will be released prior to the album. There's so much music coming out. We're doing some video clips for the songs as well. Yeah, there's a lot on the horizon. So stay tuned.
Exciting, very, very exciting.
Yes.
Amber, where do you want to be in your music in the next 5 to 10 years, and where do you want to be as a person?
Oh, that's a great question. Ooh, I think really I just kind of want to be touring my music and kind of just getting out and being able to experience the different towns and having that connection to people in the crowd listening to your songs. I don't really have this big plan to, oh, I need to be famous, or I just want to be able to write my songs, share my songs with people. you know if I can provide for my family in the meantime, that is great. But I'm really focusing on this album at the moment, and then touring the album and getting over to the States as well, and just continuing to pursue music. I think that's really my kind of big goal. And I'm just hoping everything falls into place in the meantime.
Yeah, music has its own way, Sometimes it takes a while to be able to actually, get yourself out there. That's why, it's
Oh,
awesome to have
definitely.
these stations like myself and these all
Yeah.
independent artists for sure.
That's right. And like I couldn't have, yeah, I know that a lot of artists like me, independent, appreciate what you do, giving us a break, giving us some airplay. Like, there, yeah, we appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure for sure. So why don't you walk me through a typical day of Amber?
Ah, um, well, they're all slightly different. I am also a mum, so um, typical day, I suppose. I get started pretty early in the morning, dropping the barbs off to daycare, and then I'm kind of straight into music. I know this sounds really typical, like, oh, she just lives and writes music and that's all she does, but really I'm so driven, so focused at the moment. So that's pretty much what I do. I get back home, I'm already starting to think of some lyrics. I'm sitting down. If I'm not recording something, I'm writing something, or I'm promoting something, or I'm having some meetings with directors and radio stations like yourself. I'm always really just focusing on writing, creating, promoting, pretty much in all my free time, really.
Music does take a lot out of you, that's for sure. And anything in the entertainment business, radio, TV, anything like that, it takes a lot out of you.
Exactly right. Yeah. I bet you completely understand when
Oh,
people are
I
like, what do you
do.
do in your
I
free time? And you're like,
completely
I don't have free
understand.
time. This is all I do.
Yeah, and this is something I talk about with a lot of artists. People expect that it's really easy, and it's not. The job is not easy.
No, that's exactly right. You have to throw so much of your time and energy and your own money into this to get yourself really out there and really started and trying to break in. Like, yeah, it's, those established artists that are successful at the moment that we hear on the radio stations, like they worked so hard to get there. There's not really, getting any big breaks at the moment. You have to work really hard to get to where you are. So I have so much respect for those artists that we see out there on the radio, on the TV and in the radio and like doing their tours because they must have worked so hard to get there.
Absolutely. And, people are just like, oh, this is an easy job. Well, I mean, if it's an easy one, step in our shoes and see how it feels. Doesn't matter what
Exactly.
you're doing. Promotion,
Exactly, right?
manager. There's just so many different opportunities in the business, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you had the opportunity to perform at any venue in the world, where would you go and why?
The Bluebird, actually, in Nashville. That's absolutely, that is where I would love to perform. Or even just be in the crowd, I think. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have a message to those who might be listening to this or any of your fans?
Oh, thank you, and I appreciate you, anyone who listens to my music. And to stay tuned, I'm constantly promoting or posting something about new music or whatever project I've got going on at the moment. So yeah, really just to follow me on all the social media accounts and keep updated and yeah, that's my message.
Where can people find you on social media, Amber?
Yes, lovely. So I'm on Instagram, Amber McIntosh Music on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well, which is just my name, Amber McIntosh. I have TikTok as well, which is the same, I think just Amber McIntosh Music. I do have a website as well. Yeah, all of the accounts everywhere.
Just search Amber McIntosh and you'll find her, guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. What would you be doing right now if it wasn't for music? Like, if music was not an option?
Actually, probably law, which is so different to, the creative music industry. But yeah, I'm actually studying on the side. I'm trying to anyway. I start my Bachelor of Law next year. So yeah, I'd probably be doing that if music really was not an option for me. But I can't imagine a life where I wouldn't be involved in music and somehow. Even if I couldn't sing or couldn't write or couldn't play, I'd be the roadie or something. I'd be lifting in the equipment or learning how to do sound.
Absolutely. And you are doing music when you're in it. You have this like passion and this drive for it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it does. Exactly.
Absolutely, for sure. Amber, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention today?
Oh, I think we've really covered a lot. We've chatted about a lot. Pretty much just, you know, I just ask that everyone stay tuned, jump on like Spotify and my Twitter and Instagram, and if you're interested, keep up with my music day, tours and gigs and release dates and everything. Yeah, stay tuned. I've got some really exciting stuff coming. Lots of music.
Awesome. Amber McIntosh, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. We really do appreciate
Oh,
your
thank you
time
for
and
having
support.
me. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it.